What is metaphysics? So that's a really good question. Metaphysics, we know, is the fourth branch of philosophy, but before we get into what metaphysics actually is, let's talk a little bit about what metaphysics is not. So colloquially, the word metaphysics is used to talk about some things that are really not at all what we're doing in philosophy when we do metaphysics. So in philosophy, metaphysics has nothing to do with like crystal balls and astrology and talking to spirits and things like that. Metaphysics in philosophy is the study of the nature of reality. So in metaphysics, we ask questions like, what types of things exist? Am I the same person that I was yesterday? Am I the same person as I was when I was growing up? Will I continue to be the same person even if I lose all of my memories? Those are questions about identity, and identity is a topic in metaphysics. Some other questions that we ask in metaphysics are things like, what is the nature of change? How can we know that one event causes another event? We ask questions like, what is time? Questions like, what is a whole? That's a metaphysical question. Is a whole the absence of something, or does a whole exist on its own? If a whole is just the absence of something, then can it cause things to happen? So, like, if a pothole is just the absence of asphalt, can the absence of asphalt cause me to get a flat tire? These are all metaphysical questions. So today in this video, we're going to talk about metaphysics, and we're going to talk about it in relation to the shows The X-Files, Stranger Things, and Game of Thrones. Specifically, we're going to be talking about ontology. So ontology is the study of being. It's the study of existence. Ontologists, they look at things that exist, they think about the set of things that exist, and they think about ways that we can categorize or group together the things that exist. So ontology refers to the study of being, and it also can be used to refer to the set of all things that exist. So the ontology of our universe is the set of all things that exist in our universe. So let's think about the kinds of things that would be in our universe's ontology. So we have things like this class, like animals, we have plants, we have the planet Jupiter and all of its moons, and black holes, and chocolate chip cookie dough ice cream, all of my left eyelashes, Wichita State University. These are all things that exist in our universe. So these are all things that are in our universe's ontology. So what kinds of things in addition to this do you think populate our ontology? And remember, ontology is just the set of all things that exist. So come up with maybe 3 or 4 things that exist in our universe's ontology that we haven't mentioned yet. Okay, so now that we have a pretty good idea about what types of things are in our ontology, or in our universe's ontology, for the sake of clarity, let's also talk about some things that aren't in our universe's ontology. So for example, some things that aren't in our ontology would be like unicorns and Bigfoot, vaccines that cause autism, toddlers who go to bed without fighting. These are all kind of mythical things that don't exist in our universe. So these types of things are not in our universe's ontology. Unicorns are not in our universe's ontology. Of course, the concept of a unicorn is in our universe's ontology, but if that seems confusing, don't worry about it. We just know that there's no animal that is a unicorn that actually exists in the universe. So unicorns, not in our ontology. Okay, so we have a pretty good idea of the things that exist in our universe. So now let's go ahead and take a look at the ontology of these shows and like these shows' universes. So we're going to start with the X-Files. Here's not a clip, but a promo, and a very old, very good promo from the X-Files from like 1994. Now I want you to watch this, and we're going to think about what kinds of things populate the ontology of the X-Files.